What is up? What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Check this out, man. Newly recovered Coolio footage confirms everything we feared. I want to do this video because y'all know Coolio passed away. See, I just want y'all to help me keep up. Help me to keep up with all the death that are happening in the music industry, the entertainment business, and these are healthy people. It's like all of a sudden they there and then they gone. Uncle Ron. Everything was okay with Uncle Ron, and then all of a sudden he get on social media for what, a month, 30 days, and next thing you know I know all your dirty little secrets. And I'm about to spill them. I wish they would have said, look, this is what I'm going to tell y'all right now. If I'm all of a sudden sick and gone, this is what they did, this is what they did, this is what they did, this is what they did. I just want y'all to know. I don't have no proof to back it up, but this is what I'm telling you. To watch I all of a sudden be dead. Yeah. You got fake private eyes and spies going to YouTubers saying stuff. It's too many of us. Everybody and their mama got a YouTube channel. They ain't come to me though. They ain't come to me. I ain't trying to say that. The Music Recording Network, Mike Cross, Uncle Mike, we speak the truth and we just report the news. If I seen it, you best believe I'm gonna say something about it, and you best believe it's real. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out. Here we go.
Unexpectedly at age 59.
Right when there was some things that I was...
Now with Grammy-winning rapper Coolio passing away unexpectedly at age 59.
Right when there was some things that I was trying to do that I felt were important, things that I felt would help other people, shit started happening to me.
Coolio's death shocked the world, but his own words hinted that he knew it was coming.
I have no fear of death. So you don't mean shit. It just confirms that what I said was true.
What did Coolio know? Why was he so vocal about the gay mafia in hip-hop, the exploitation of artists, and the shocking connection to 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗞𝗦?
Some big top hats of the industry were coming at him. Males, by the way, were coming at him asking for, you know.
Let's have a look at his most controversial revelations, his eerie final interviews, and the chilling possibility that his death wasn't an accident. Coolio's sudden death in September 2022 sent shockwaves through the music industry. The rapper, who became a household name with his 1995 hit 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 was found unresponsive in a friend's bathroom, allegedly from cardiac arrest. Official reports ruled out foul play, but conspiracy theories quickly emerged. Why? Because Coolio's final months were filled with cryptic warnings, chilling confessions, and jaw-dropping allegations about the dark side of the music industry. In a series of interviews, live streams, and personal conversations, he claimed to have inside knowledge of an elite cabal running Hollywood and the music business.
You would think that...
How many people have said this? How many people have said this over and over again? Y'all know it's true. That's all I'm saying.
I would be a prime candidate for just to be say something to be a member of the Illuminati or a member of the elite society or whatever.
Coolio spoke candidly about the gay mafia in hip-hop, a secretive group he alleged used their influence to control careers and silence dissent. He also hinted at something far darker: connections between top entertainment figures and child 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 networks. In one of his last public appearances, he said,
I have no fear of death. So you don't mean it just confirms that what I said was true.
Within a short time, Coolio was gone, and now newly recovered footage sheds light on his claims, raising the question: was his death truly natural, or was it orchestrated to silence him forever? One of the most revealing moments leading up to Coolio's death occurred during a live stream, a platform where he often spoke candidly about his thoughts and frustrations. In what would become one of his most infamous online appearances, Coolio introduced a segment he called "I'm Cool on That," The title reflected his growing disdain for what he saw as widespread ignorance and apathy about the dark truths he believed were right in front of everyone. The live stream, now circulated widely across social media, captured Coolio as raw and unfiltered as he had ever been. Early in the broadcast, he targeted what he described as the complacency of society in ignoring hidden abuses of power by the elite. He said,
"But if something is obvious, whether you've done the research or not, if something is obvious, then why would you argue about it?"
This cryptic comment left viewers stunned.
Obvious.
The term adrenochrome immediately set off alarm bells among conspiracy theorists and mainstream viewers alike. For years, adrenochrome has been the subject of a wild conspiracy theory that alleges certain powerful individuals harvest the substance from children as part of secretive rituals. While this theory has been widely dismissed by mainstream science and media, Coolio's remark hinted that he may have been aware of, or at least alluding to, these rumors. However, Coolio's tone was biting and sarcastic, leaving some to question whether he was mocking the theory or subtly confirming its existence. Regardless of intent, his delivery resonated with viewers who believed that he was pointing to something far more sinister happening behind closed doors. Coolio's live stream wasn't just about throwing vague accusations into the ether. He doubled down on his frustration with people who dismissed the possibility of such conspiracies. He accused society of turning a blind eye, saying, "Y'all think these people got rich and powerful just by working hard? There's stuff going on that you can't even imagine." The stream wasn't purely theoretical.
I keep saying that. Here's the thing I keep saying, and I'm not going to say no name, but y'all think about it. Who buys music? You ask all your friends and family members, when the last time you bought music? Everybody is going to say close to the same thing. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of DJs and everybody that buys music and stuff. We already know that the record labels make the majority of the money. Think, y'all. I'm just asking y'all to think. They make the majority of the money off the little bit of music being bought. Okay, we know they ain't making money off of music. We set that aside. How are they making all this money to buy jets and airplanes and all that stuff? How? I kept saying that for years. I'm like, now it's hitting me. They selling their bodies for sex. They giving up that hole, just like Cat Williams said, because these rich men are so pressed to buy fresh meat. And these people want to be a part of, I know what the Illuminati stand for now. I clearly know what it stands for now. It means I would do anything. I would participate in anything to get that money. That's what it stands for. And I don't care if you film me, because I want to be down with y'all with that money. You can film me, and this goes all the way up past presidents in all countries. Film me, you got me on tape. I don't give a daggone what you got me on tape for, because I'm going to stick and be down with the Illuminati. I don't care what you got me on tape for. Shoot, no matter what I do, I'm down with you. Here, you want some more of my butt? Because I'm down with you. You want to film it? That's why R. Kelly was using the bathroom on that girl. Because he was down with it. And then he tried to get out. So now we're going to show your stuff. Yeah. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Coolio spoke as people got rich and powerful just by working hard. There's stuff going on that you can't even imagine.
One more time, right there. Do you honestly think
such conspiracies? He accused society of turning a blind eye, saying, "Y'all think these people got rich and powerful just by working hard? There's stuff going on that you can't even imagine." The stream wasn't purely theoretical. It carried a personal weight. Coolio spoke as someone who had allegedly encountered these figures and their schemes firsthand. He described moments in his career where he was approached with offers that would guarantee fame and fortune, but the price was too high. "I've seen it, man," he said. "They come at you with a smile, but what they want? Nah, I'm cool on that. The more he spoke, the clearer it became that Coolio wasn't just venting. He was issuing a warning. He expressed frustration with how people in his own life, including friends and colleagues in the industry, dismissed his concerns as paranoia. You tell them what's going on, and they look at you like you're crazy, he said. They'd rather believe the lie because it's easier than facing the truth. This wasn't the first time Coolio had hinted at feeling targeted. In earlier interviews, he alluded to experiencing repercussions for refusing to play by the industry's rules. During the live stream, he voiced fears for his safety, saying, "The more you speak out, the more they want to shut you up." One chilling moment during the stream stood out. Coolio directly addressed those who might try to harm him.
I have no fear of death. So don't make shit. It just confirms that what I said was true.
For many, this felt like an ominous premonition. Within weeks, Coolio was dead, reportedly of cardiac arrest. The timing raised questions among fans and conspiracy theorists alike. Had he truly been targeted for his outspokenness, or was his death an unfortunate coincidence? You see, Coolio wasn't shy about discussing the industry's hidden power structures. In a 2017 interview, he mentioned encountering what he called the gay mafia, a secretive group of executives and influencers who allegedly controlled hip-hop's biggest names. Coolio's decision to expose these forces came with serious consequences, from being set up, facing threats, and eventually, some believe, paying the ultimate price with his life. Just before his sudden death, about a month or so before, Coolio was dropping some heavy truths. He started speaking out about the darker side of the entertainment world, things most people don't talk about because it all happens behind closed doors. Coolio wasn't just hinting at shady things. He was talking about it openly, and even said he had more to reveal. He wasn't afraid of what might happen next, and that's when things started to get suspicious. Many people believe his untimely death wasn't just bad luck or coincidence. The way he was talking, it seemed like he was ready to expose some big secrets, and that may have made him a target. In one of his last interviews, Coolio talked about how he was approached by some very powerful people who wanted him to do certain things.
I've had come at me on some, "Oh, you should do this" type shit. And I was like, what? Man, why the f would I do that?
Whatever they asked him to do, it was so messed up that it shocked him. He didn't go into detail about exactly what they wanted, but it was enough for him to realize that making it big in Hollywood came with some serious strings attached.
I view that as being inhuman. I view that as I would never do that.
He flat out refused to go along with their demands. Coolio thought saying no would not only protect his integrity, but also be better for the industry as a whole. Unfortunately, that decision seemed to backfire. It's said that after rejecting these powerful figures, things started going downhill for him fast.
There was some things that I was trying to do that I felt were important, things that I felt would help other people. Shit started happening to me.
Hollywood's elites tried to cancel him, making his life a nightmare. One of the most obvious examples of this was when he got set up at Los Angeles airport. Coolio was arrested for possession of substances and a pipe. According to Coolio, he didn't even know those things were in his bag and swore up and down that he'd never put them there.
Come on, bro. I ain't never did that. I'm not an idiot. When the first thing I said, when they pulled that pipe out that bag, I said, that's not.
But the situation was shady from the start. The police at the airport acted as if they knew exactly which bag to check, like they were tipped off in advance. It felt like a setup from the get-go. Coolio, being convinced he was framed, even asked the police to do a DNA test to prove the substances weren't his, but they came up with excuses instead.
I said, do a DNA test on it. If it's mine, then my DNA will be on it, right?
Right. What make it so bad is I pay for it, suckers. Y'all know that you set me up. That's what I'm saying. See, it's smart people in this world. I know that you know that you setting me up. I know that you know that I know that. I know that. That's why you won't do the daggone DNA test. Don't play with me.
The substances weren't his, but they came up with excuses instead.
I said, do a DNA test on it. If it's mine, then my DNA will be on it, right? Yeah, you're right. But we don't do that. I said, okay, well then.
Frustrated, Coolio decided to take matters into his own hands and pay for the DNA test himself, hoping it would clear his name. But even then, it didn't help.
Okay, well then, let me pay to have it tested just so I can clear my name and motherfuckers know that I am not that dumb.
The system seemed rigged against him. Eventually, he was charged with possession of a controlled substance and gun possession. He could have faced serious jail time, but as part of a plea deal, he avoided prison by agreeing to 3 years of probation and 45 days of community service. Even though he avoided jail, his reputation took a huge hit. Later on, during Coolio's trials, it came out that he wasn't involved in any kind of weapon possession. That charge was cleared, and he even addressed it in an interview, saying, "It was a misunderstanding. I do not condone the use of firearms, legal or illegal. Thanks to the court and the attorneys handling this for me so I can still do the work that I do." But while he dodged the weapon charges, the case for substance possession didn't go so well. He ended up being sentenced to 10 months in jail along with drug rehabilitation. A lot of people believe this whole ordeal was orchestrated because Coolio refused to play along with the elites in Hollywood. The airport incident was just one example of what Coolio said he went through, but he hinted at much more going on in the entertainment industry. However, he was scared to talk about it openly because he feared for his life and the safety of his family. In the years leading up to his death, Coolio had been increasingly vocal about what he called the gay mafia in Hollywood. He believed this group was controlling the careers of black rappers, forcing them into compromising situations to maintain power over them. Coolio wasn't alone in this belief either. He wasn't the first, nor was he the last to speak on this topic. Take Fat Joe, for example. He's also spoken about this so-called gay mafia in hip-hop. According to Fat Joe, the hip-hop community is most likely owned by gay. To be honest with you, they're owned by gay. I happen to think there's a gay mafia in hip-hop, not rappers. You know, the editorial presidents of magazines, the PDs at radio stations, the people who give you awards at award shows. This is an effing gay mafia.
I think there's a gay mafia in hip-hop. Right. Not rappers. You know, the editorial presidents of magazines, the PDs at radio stations, the people who give you award at award shows. This is the gay mafia, my man. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? They are in power.
𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗡 also shares this view. He's talked about how there are powerful individuals in hip-hop who are pushing a specific agenda, and they expect people to get on board if they want to stay in the game.
Yeah, you gotta trademark that. But do you believe hip-hop got a gay mafia?
Yes. Do I believe there's people behind the scenes that are homosexuals that are pushing buttons? Yes. They want you to be down with in order to push the button for you? Absolutely.
𝗟𝗡𝗡 even suggested that P. Diddy, or Puff Daddy, is part of this gay mafia, but not at the top. He's just another piece of the puzzle. According to 𝗟𝗡𝗡, Diddy isn't one of the godfathers of this system, but he's still very much under their influence.
You just saw one of the gay mafia members. That's who he is. That's who Puffy is. He's one of the members of the mob. But he might not be Don Carl. He's not the godfather. You see? He's not the godfather.
We know that. That's clear. If he was the godfather, he wouldn't.
These powers.
If he was the godfather, I don't think he'd be in jail. It's not that easy. Shoot.
Be Don Carl. He's not the godfather. You see? He's not the godfather.
Things allegedly started to unravel for Diddy when he tried to stand up to these powers, especially when he filed a lawsuit against one of their companies. From there, things seemed to go downhill for him, according to 𝗟𝗡𝗡.
He got a little too big for his britches, and when he ended up suing that liquor company, DeLeon, that's when it all started going downhill from him.
This all starts to make a lot of sense, especially when you consider the other stories that have come out from people in the industry about Diddy. Take The Game, for example. He didn't come right out and accuse Diddy of anything directly, but he definitely dropped some eyebrow-raising hints. Back in the day, during an interview with Vlad TV, The Game started talking about how some high-profile rappers were living double lives. He said straight up that he believes there are several rappers in the closet, and these guys are overcompensating by hooking up with tons of women to hide their true selves.
Considering how many gay people there are in entertainment.
Oh, no, I think that there are several rappers that are in the closet and gay.
I think he's one of them, to be honest.
Issue with being gay. He was like, be proud of it. What he doesn't like is when people pretend they're something they're not, because in his eyes,
this dude openly said that he hung with Puffy for like almost 2 years, just partying. I bet you any amount of money he was he think he ain't gay because he pumping punks, because that's what some of them street bammers call it. I ain't gay. I would pump them. but I ain't gay. I like women. I'm just doing this because this is business. Yeah. I think he was doing that. That's what I personally, allegedly. That's what I think. You hanging with this dude for a whole year for what? And y'all ain't recording no music?
That's where all the drama and health issues start popping up.
Game has a problem with people that are pretending not to be gay, but that are, that are gay. Because the #1 issue with that is that you can be fooling somebody and you can give them AIDS.
When Vlad asked him if he had ever worked with a rapper who wasn't being honest about their orientation, the Game didn't even hesitate. He was like, yeah, man, there's some man fans out there in hip-hop.
And gay, not being just full-out gay, but hiding it, trying to pretend like he, loves girls and live the rap lifestyle, but really, he's a man fan.
He's a man fan.
Yeah. There's a lot of man fans out there in hip-hop.
He didn't name drop, but it was clear he was hinting at some big names in the industry. His whole point was that if you're gay, just own it. There's no reason to hide it or pretend to be something else. Fast forward to his appearance on Drink Champs last year, and the Game spilled even more tea about how he crossed paths with Diddy. So back in 2001, Game and his brother Big Phase 100 put together a mixtape that somehow landed in Diddy's hands. Naturally, Game was hyped, thinking he was about to sign a deal with Bad Boy and take his career to the next level. But nope, that didn't happen. According to Game, Diddy had some wild expectations in exchange for the deal. Allegedly, Diddy wanted Game and 50 Cent to get down in return for a record contract. Both of them were like, nah, we're good on that, and the deal never happened. But that's not where the story ends. Game went on to talk about how Diddy strung him along for 2 years, pretending they were going to make an album. During that time, Diddy was flying him all over the world, dropping cash left and right, buying him fancy jewelry, watches, and basically giving him the full Diddy treatment. They'd go shopping together, and Diddy was acting like he was ready to launch Game's career. But once Diddy realized that Game wasn't going to take him up on whatever offer he allegedly had in mind, he basically handed Game over to Dr. Dre. That's when Game's career really took off. But it's wild to think about what might have gone down behind the scenes. Anyway, one of the most harrowing accusations Coolio made during his final years was his claim that STF-icking operated at the highest levels of power in the entertainment industry. He did not mince words, describing how influential figures within Hollywood allegedly approached him with offers that seemed more like dark ultimatums. These interactions, Coolio said, opened his eyes to a side of the industry most people could never imagine. In interviews and live streams, Coolio shared chilling accounts of being invited into secretive circles under the guise of gaining access to fame, wealth, and influence. However, the price for inclusion was far greater than he could have ever anticipated.
Big top hats of the industry were coming at him. Males, by the way, were coming at him asking for, In
several interviews, Coolio spoke about the risks of exposing these secrets. He believed the industry's power players had the means to ruin lives or end them. Coolio often cited examples of other whistleblowers who met untimely ends. He referenced Tupac Shakur, Michael Jackson, and Prince as artists who dared to challenge the status quo, only to face tragic and mysterious deaths. Did Coolio's candid confessions make him the latest victim of an industry desperate to keep its secrets hidden? In one of his last interviews, Coolio was visibly shaken, admitting he didn't want to reveal too much because he believed these powerful figures could do serious harm, not just to him, but to his loved ones.
A lot of shit I know that I want to tell people. It's a lot of things that I want to teach, but I'm afraid. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm scared because I got 4 grandchildren, and I got children. I don't want nobody in my family to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to happen to my people.
There was no doubt that Coolio knew some dark secrets, and his hesitation to speak openly about everything showed just how real the threat was. Coolio also talked about how artists were manipulated back then, and many believe that it wasn't just paranoia. After he started opening up about what was going on behind the scenes, he began receiving death threats. Not long after, Coolio was found dead.
The Grammy Award-winning US rapper Coolio has died in Los Angeles. The legendary entertainer, whose real name is Artist Leon Ivy Jr., was 59 years old.
His death shocked everyone. He had gone to a friend's house to hang out, went to use the bathroom, and never came back out alive. His friends, worried when he didn't come out, checked on him and found him lying dead on the floor. The medics ruled it a heart attack, but with everything Coolio had been saying before his death, many people believed there was more to it than that. The newly recovered footage in question shows Coolio discussing his fears candidly. He spoke about wanting to leave a legacy of truth, even if it came at great personal cost.
I have no fear of death. So killing me don't mean it just confirms that what I said was true.
This footage, combined with his other interviews, paints a haunting picture of a man who knew too much and wasn't afraid to speak out. Coolio's death may officially be attributed to cardiac arrest, but the timing, combined with his explosive revelations, leaves room for speculation. His courage to speak out against powerful figures in the music industry has immortalized him as a truth teller, even as questions about his death linger. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.
Ooh. I'm looking at the ooh, that's crazy. Anyway, my bad, y'all. Look here, man. It's a lot of things that's going on. That's all I gotta say, man. It's a lot of things that's going on. And Happy New Year to everybody. We are researching. Hey, y'all, we are researching, and every time I see something like this, man, rest in peace to Coolio, because he knew when I'm not talking about the mega stars. A mega star is like a Puffy, a mega star is like a Will Smith. These people are part of the Illuminati. Now, the new Illuminati is not real. People have said that. And this is the name that they're calling it. So my point is this. Illuminati definitely means that I would do any and everything for the money, and I'll prove it to you, because I would go to your little devil worshiping type stuff, kill a baby. Y'all can kill the baby right in front of me. I'm on video watching y'all kill this baby. Just keep bringing the money to me. I'm living proof that I don't care what you say or do, I'm down for the team to bring that money. I would lie on video. I would do whatever it takes to keep that money coming. That's what Illuminati means. And you don't think that you could look at some of these people and tell that, shoot, I keep the lie going. And you can look at people and tell that that's what it means. Male or female. Now you think about that. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.